One that I have seen online, though, some people making a little bit of money is, and now this is no easy free money, but this is something you could do potentially at home. And now they combine this with running YouTube channels, so they're also getting monetization out of the videos they're making for this. But they'll go and drop like $500-600 on an Amazon, a full pallet of Amazon returns. So this is all the stuff that people have returned to Amazon for one reason or another. Most of their contracts with their distributors or sellers through their sites is that they just get rid of it. They sell it off in bulk and then pay them back a certain percentage of it. It doesn't usually go back to the actual creator. So there's your risk right there. Is you very well could have a whole pallet full of broken electronics that nothing is worth anything in it. Or you can have some stuff in there that's been taken out of a box and somebody just didn't want it and got shipped back.
And in no way would I ever encourage anyone to ever think about doing that.
Yep. But I've seen some where you can drop $500 and after pulling it all apart, documenting everything, taking pictures of everything, writing up listings for everything, putting it all back online for sale, and then waiting until all of it sells out, as well as providing shipping and sending it out and all that kind of stuff, dealing with the customers and the payment processing.
Yep.
They make about $5,000 off of $500 investment.
And how long did it take them?
Who knows?
You see, that's the problem.
Potentially months to sell off all that stuff.
How much did it make you?
Yep.
You see, that it's not about how much you make. It's how long it takes you to make it.
Yep.
Right? And so is it a side hustle that you spend a couple hours every couple of days doing? And then you turn $5,000 in 3 months? Good for you. The problem is it's like buying a storage unit. Right? It's not like it looks on television. That was all staged. All that shit was put in those storage lockers. There's none of that. Every one of those stories is not real. It's based on something somebody heard, and then it gets recreated. And so buying stuff like that is you're just taking a gigantic risk. And for every one pallet that turns $5,000, I assure you, I don't know the number. So I don't know.
Might barely be able to break even.
Conservatively, I'll say there's 10 pallets that turn nothing.
Yep.
Right? But it's probably...
Get you back your $500 that you spent on the pallet.
Amazon returns.
Yep. Right. Think about what you return to Amazon.
Yes.
The only shit I send back to Amazon is stuff that doesn't work.
It's probably 50 or 100 times that number. Yep. But there's always somebody who finds something or can regularly make a living out of it and gets the system put down.
But the point is there's ways to make money online. There's ways to make money from home, but none of them are easy. None of them are quick.
Exactly right.
So, even there, that's $500 and that's probably a solid 40 hours a week for at least a few weeks until everything's listed online for resale.
Right.
And then it's relatively low work just shipping stuff out as sales get made over the next couple of months.
Yes.
But, you're probably looking 500 hours maybe into that kind of a process.
Yeah, so you're not making any money.
Yeah.
You're making $5, $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the other thing that people don't look at. They go, well, Jerry, you're a fucking rich fat cat. You don't need the $5,000. No. I'm saying you have to be analytical when you are evaluating these things. You have to look at it unemotionally and say, I spent X number of hours. I made $5,000. That means I made $10 an hour. I could have gone and worked at McDonald's and made more money.
Yeah, and that's a really hard thing to look at, especially from this kind of gig side point of view.
Yes.
Because especially me, I get into a lot of things and I like what I'm doing. So a part of me wants to overlook the amount of time that goes into what I'm doing because I enjoy doing it.
Yes.
Or it's something I like doing on my off time. But really, once you break that down into something that you can offer as a repeatable service to someone, I like cutting out stickers and pulling out all the little things and, oh, hey, I got this cool sticker. But now doing that same thing 500 times for a big client who just ordered 500 stickers just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
There's no way that it would pay out.
Right.
I'd be literally working for a couple of dollars an hour. And that might be okay when it's a passion project. But when it's doing that 40 hours a week for $40.
I agree.
Nope.
I agree. We got to be careful, though, that we don't fall victim to that passion project definition as our justification for shitty business.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's easy to...
Well, passion project would be for you, not as a business
adventure.
adventure.
but so many people will confuse their passion project or their business for their project, their passion project, because they know the reality of it. So let's rename it the passion project instead of naming it what it is. You're hoping to make money at it, but you're not. And so it's under the auspices of it being, well, it's what I'm passionate about. It's okay that I don't make any money. No. It's never okay that you don't make money in something you're trying to make money at. Don't try to make money on the passion project if it's truly just passion. Because if you're going to go and do it as a business, it's a business.
Yep.
Make money or don't fucking make money. Now, you do some things because you want to get the experience.
Yeah.
Right? But you have to be, and this is my point. I agree with you there. And if you can sell it for a few bucks, great. It's just most people are going to get, and you got me just fucking yelling at you left and right. Most people are going to lose themselves in that definition. And that is the undoing of the business. So you have to be very careful. It's weird. You look at, you say, well, I made $5,000. Now I have $5,000 in my hand. But that's where I go, okay, what would it take you to make that? What do you care? I have $5,000. Do you not see the money? I say, yeah, I see the money. But what did it take you to make that? And our brains are not wired. We're not taught how money works. We're not taught this from when we're kids. And so we look at that $5,000 and we're like, I got $5,000. I'm like, you don't have $5,000. That cost you $200. That $500,000 cost you $200. What? How did that? I'm holding the $5,000. Yeah, I know, but you spent 60 hours, 100 hours, 500 hours. You spent 1,000 hours, whatever it is. Let's say it's you spent 500 hours and $1,000 to get it, and now, like having the tax man keep your money only to give it back to you at the end of the year because you're no good with money. So you love giving free interest loans to the government, but you get $5,000 back. Yep. At the end of the year. And it's like, no, man, that's your money from January and February and March. So you have to be realistic on how your money works and whether or not you're making money at it. And my experience,
hold yourself accountable.
Yeah. And people have a very tough time doing that. My experience is people have a very difficult time doing that.
Yeah.